Our speaker, Dr. Dinesh, is an assistant professor of Department of Banking and Risk Management. He is from Faculty of Business and Finance, which is located at Kampar campus. He obtained his Bachelor of Finance at University Utara, Malaysia, obtained his Doctor of Philosophy at University Utara, Malaysia. The area of expertise of Dr. Dinesh is financial risk, human resources management, risk management, and social insurance. All right, now let's welcome our speaker, Dr. Dinesh, for sharing today's topic. Welcome, Dr. Dinesh.
So thank you very much for the introduction briefing, Ms. Jolan. So guys, I'm here. I'm going to make a small sharing session with you all, okay, regarding risk management. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to make a short screen sharing session with you all. Okay, I'm going to share the PowerPoint. Before the sharing class, I would like to make an introduction that regarding today's performance. Okay, so guys, I will give a small briefing. So you have to need the awareness and also the earlier exposure on the importance of risk management. Okay, so what are the things that learning risk management can be done? Okay, and how does it effective and how does it important for your career in future? Okay, so let's start. Yeah, I'm going to share the screen. First part. Okay. Okay. So the very first question that commonly will be asked by the public is, does risk management important for career? Okay. So why do we wanted to learn risk management? Why do you want to pursue risk management for bachelor? Does it helpful for your career? Okay. For the answer for this question is, you can see here, risk management is a crucial function. Okay, it is a crucial function and it offers a great deal of intrinsic job satisfaction. Okay, so in every organizations or every management, it can be comprises of financial institutions, it can be education institutions, or it can be a manufacturing or merchandising or any types of sectors. Okay, in fact, for the agriculture sectors as well. Okay, all the sectors, risk management is something very fundamental and it is very important. Okay, so therefore the demand for this position, okay, which engage with the risk management is always there. Okay, it is a continuous process, so you will always have the offers to join for the work in future. Okay, so positions in this field are typically well respected. Okay, why does this position basically well respected class? Because the safety, the security of any business, okay, or any organizations is managed by the risk department. So the risk management is the party which is very important. Okay, therefore these peoples are well respected. Okay, sometimes, okay class, if you look here, the work can be fast paced and stimulating. Okay, but the flip side is that the demands of the job can become overwhelming in turbulent periods. Okay, turbulent periods is something very unstable current situations. For example, now Malaysia is facing a pandemic. Okay, we all know COVID-19. So it is a turbulent period. Okay, during that time, all the organizations are facing some sorts of risk. Okay, to manage this risk, they offer so many jobs for the position of risk management. Okay, so it can be a risk manager. Okay, it can be anyone. Okay, it offers okay job. Okay, so this job can be fulfilled by all the candidates which is suitable and fulfill the requirement, but sometimes it can be overwhelming. They might overhire the participants. Okay, but no need to worry about that, because the situation is putting everyone in a turbulent way, so that we are inconsistent and we are not sure what we are going to do. Okay, in that case, definitely they try to hire as much people to manage the risk. Okay, however, in future, all the organizations still somehow they will face some sorts of risk. So in that way, you will have a continuous job availability for the sector of risk. Okay, so you no need to worry. and it is very sure that risk management is important for the career. Okay, so let's continue class. The next slide. Okay, here I'm going to give a small descriptions. Okay, it's a risk management. Okay, risk management job descriptions guide. Okay, what are the descriptions of this job? Okay, so basically the highest position that can be held by the a candidate that have a qualification of risk management is they can have the role. Okay, you can see in the slide here, they can have the role of a risk manager. Okay, the role, what we can see here is that as a risk manager, they have the role to communicate risk policies and processes for an organizations. So it is very clear that the manager who is stipulating the risk um, divisions. Okay, we can say the divisions for the risk divisions. They have a very important task. They need to communicate the risk policies and the processes for an organizations. Okay, so the overall process which engage on dealing with the risk is managed, is controlled by the risk manager. Therefore, the risk management job descriptions is basically falls under the risk manager. Okay, they provide hands-on development of risk models involving market, credit, and operational risk. Okay, assure controls are operating effectively, and provide research and analytical support. Okay, so we can see here as a risk manager, regardless of risk manager, we can have risk executive. There are a lot of positions related to the risk. All this party, they need to have multitasking. Okay, based on this, what we can understand, they need to develop the risk models involving market, and also the credit and operational risk they need to develop as well, and they have to assure controls are operating effectively and provide research and analytical support. They even engage with research and development. Okay, even though you are experiencing in risk management part, still your contribution towards research and development is very high. Okay, risk managers must have excellent quantitative and analytical skills. Okay, these are some of the important skills that every risk managers need to have. Okay, along with the ability to apply those skills across a variety of business processes. Okay, so business is a kind of process. Okay, we know it's a continuous process. So to make the smoothness, okay, so that the business runs smoothly along with efficient process, the risk part is very important. On how we deal with the risk, on how we manage the risk, it is very, very important. Okay, that's why the knowledge that you're going to learn by pursuing risk management course is definitely going to help you in future. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, now let's look class further in detail. Here I'm going to explain the risk management duties and responsibilities of the job. Okay, so basically, let's say you are focusing on the side of risk management and you are really keen to join under management or organizations related to the risk management. So what are your duties? What are your responsibilities? You need to be alert on that. Okay, at the first part, your duty will be designing and implementing an overall risk management process for the organization. Okay, so you are the someone very important in which you're going to design and implement the overall risk management process. Okay, because managing the risk is very important to ensure a business to continue in a long run process. Okay, which includes an analysis of the financial impact on the company when risk occurs. Okay, so basically you need to give priority from the financial sides. Okay, financial impact is very much important when you are evaluating the risk. Okay, the second duty is performing a risk assessment. Yes, basically if you are working in the side of risk management, you need to conduct a risk assessment. Okay, so in this risk assessment part, basically you will analyze current risk and identify potential risks that are affecting the company. Okay, so you need to analyze the current risk. Okay, and what might be the potential risk that can rise in the company. So you need to evaluate, you need to do the assessment. Okay, you need to come up with a model. Okay, you need to ensure the business is running in a safe way. Okay, so besides that, another duty is performing a risk evaluation. Okay, evaluation is something more towards numericals. You need to come out with the calculations. You need to come out with the detailed explanations. Okay, you're going to evaluate the company's previous handling of risk. Okay, how does a company's risk has been managed previously, and comparing potential risk with criteria set out by the company, such as cost and legal requirements. Okay, you need to ensure the cost benefit analysis here, class. Okay, make sure you are giving some benefits to the company by ensuring the cost. Make sure you follow the allocation of the cost and also the legal requirements of the company. So you must follow that. Okay. Next, establishing the level of risk the company are willing to take. Okay. So after you running the risk assessment, after do a detailed evaluation, so you have to know what are the level, okay, what are the capacity of the company to face with the risk. Okay, you cannot go beyond that. So you have to come out with a comprehensive risk evaluation model, and then you need to present it to the companies. Okay, while doing this presentation, it will give an overall idea to the management, okay, how the business can deal with the risk and what are their capacity on managing this level of risk. Okay, so here I only can guide you, okay, with the basic informations. Okay, you, if you are interested in this nature, you can further join, okay, the courses offered related to the risk management. Okay, it can be a core subjects, or you wanted to pursue the course itself, or you want to go for the optional, okay, for the any additional subjects, you are most welcome. Okay, because learning this in depth, okay, it is very important. Okay, because it will help to provide you a wide range of job opportunities. Okay, so next, preparing risk management and insurance budgets. Okay, so basically to hedge, okay, or to eliminate or to minimize the risk, we need to take some sorts of insurance. Okay, it can be a theft insurance, it can be a fire insurance, okay, it can be a property insurance. Okay, those types of insurance are very much important for an organization, okay, so that they can minimize their risk. Okay, so you, if you're joining the risk management portion, okay, you are eligible, okay, to come out with the model and to give the budgets, okay, on how does the, how much the maximum losses can be happened and what are the suitable policies can be taken in the insurance. So you are going to um, come out with the new models, okay, and you're going to guide the business. Okay, okay, the duties, okay, we continue with the further duties. Okay, so as a risk management part, you need to risk reporting tailored to the relevant audience. Okay, the audience, which means the people who are important to the business. First of all, educating the board of directors. Okay, the BODs are very important. Okay, about the most significant risk to the businesses. So once you've done the assessment, the evaluation, and all the numerical calculations, and you come out with a model, you need to perform and you need to present it to the BODs, okay? And you need to inform them the most significant risk, which means which risk can highly impact, that might be impact the business, and you need to cushion or you need to minimize the impact of the risk. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so besides you are informing to your BODs, okay, ensuring business heads understand the risks that might affect their departments, ensuring individuals understand their own accountability for individual risks. Okay, so you have a different task towards different peoples like BODs, okay, and then you have to inform to your business heads, okay, your HODs on what type of business might affect the specific departments, and also on individual basis. Every individual might have their personal risk as well. So you have the accountability, okay? You need to inform each party, okay? Next, explaining the external risk posed by corporate governance to stakeholders, okay? So corporate governance is the important management bodies, okay? They are the important party, okay? So basically you need to explain the external risk, okay? External risk towards the stakeholders. Okay, stakeholders. Who are your stakeholders class? Your creditors, which means you are taking loan from the, let's say you're running a business and you are taking loan from the financial institution, for example, banks. Okay, so those are the creditors. And let's say the suppliers, those who are supplying the raw materials for your business, and your customers. Okay, those people are known as stakeholders. Okay, so you have a duty to explain the external risk, okay, that might engage all the stakeholders towards the business. Okay, besides that, creating business continuity plans to limit the risk. Okay, you need to limit the risk. You have to make sure stay informed and keep updated so that you can eliminate certain risks. Okay, and you can create business opportunity continuity plans, okay, so that the business can continue in the long run. Okay, besides that, implementing health and safety measures and purchasing insurance. Okay, this is what something that we learned before. I explained to you. Okay, class. Okay, the final part of your duties are conducting policies and compliance audits, which will include liaising with internal and external auditors. Okay, maintaining records of insurance policies and claims, reviewing any new major contracts or internal business proposal, building risk awareness among staff by providing support and training within the company. Okay, if you can see, I would like to sum up these parts. Okay, dealing with the risk is something to do with the policy and the auditings. Okay, so you have to make sure you merge both the internal and the external auditors. Okay, auditors is someone who will audit the business in the sense of their risk exposures as well. So in order to give the clear picture on the risk position of your business, you need to make sure you follow the compliance audits. Okay, so you need to include the liaising with the internal and external auditors, okay, which is very important. And you need to record, okay, the insurance policies and claims, okay, and then you have to review any new major contracts or internal business. You need to analyze class. Whenever the business is engaged with the new contracts, you need to analyze in and out. You have to know what are the risks engaged with, okay. All of these, before you enter the career, you will learn eventually. You will have some practical experience as well when you are pursuing your bachelor in the risk management. Okay, you will get some knowledge about that. Okay, so next is building risk awareness among staffs by providing support and training within the company. Okay, so you also entitled, you have the responsibility to create the awareness among the staff, okay, on how to manage the risk, on how to minimize the risk. Okay, okay, class. Now, okay, okay, now I would like to inform the risk management qualifications and requirements. Okay, so under the risk management, okay, how we are going to fulfill the job requirements in the sites of the risk management. Okay, you need to have certain requirements, and at the first part, you need to have a risk management knowledge. Okay, you need to have the risk management knowledge, and you must persuade the cost of risk management. Okay, besides this, okay, not to surprise, okay, besides risk management, okay, when you are undertaking management or business studies, finance or economics, science course, statistics, engineering, and law courses. These courses are also a means, okay, a means to provide you the understanding on how to manage the risk. Okay, so any of these qualifications is very important for you so that you can be a suitable candidate later on when you go to the work, when you workplace. Okay, besides this, class, besides this, okay, if you wanted to go for the postgraduate studies, okay, postgraduate, maybe you want to do risk management in masters, maybe you want to pursue your philosophy or doctorate in a risk management, okay, you are most welcome, but not mandatory. Okay, but may also be beneficial because we will do some detailed analysis, you know, we'll have in-depth understandings regarding each and every angles of the risk involved in an organization. So it will be an added value for you. Okay, next, if a candidate, let's say worst come worst, you do not have a degree, okay, a career in risk management is certainly still possible. Okay, even though let's say you do not have any of these educational requirements, but still you can go for the career in risk management, but would mean working up the career path, okay, likely starting at an administrative level. Okay, so you must move levels up to levels. Okay, you must go to the base level, you must gain the knowledge as well as experience together once you engage in the job. Okay, it will time consuming. Okay, if you already have the knowledge, you already take the knowledge, once you enter the work phase, you need to just add on with your additional experience once you join, since you already have the strong basement with the strong knowledge on how to manage the risk. Okay, class? Okay, everyone. Okay, now let's say, class, you want to know whether you are a suitable candidate for the risk management job or not. Okay, you have to ensure you have the following skills. Okay, how you will gain these skills? Definitely, you will learn one by one. Okay, it is time consuming and start learn it from now. Okay, once you manage to tackle all these skills, then you are considered as very suitable candidate for the job for the skill management, for the risk management. Okay, the very first skill is you need to have the analytical skills and an eye for detail. Okay, analytical and an eye for detail, which means you need to do a critical evaluation. You need to synthesis. You need to synthesis each and every situations in a critical way, so that you will have a detailed understanding on each situation. You need to picturize each situations and you need to understand it very well so that we can come out with a solution. Okay, this is very important skill. Next is the commercial awareness. Okay, you need to have the commercial awareness. When talk about commercial awareness, you need to aware about the surroundings. Okay, you need to aware about the internal and external environment. Okay, both awareness is very important, so that you'll have the understandings, you will know how the competitors is working, how the environment is behaving, you know everything, and you can work accordingly. Okay, next is numerical skills. Okay, numerical skills is much related to the assessment. Okay, you must come out with the open-end questions or with close-ended questions, and you can quantify those answers. Okay, you can quantify those things, especially when you engage with an organization. Let's say the organizations engage with certain risks. Okay, so you as a risk management or risk manager, you need to know on how to manage those risks. So you must come out with the assessment. Okay, you must quantify those assessment at last, and you must know at which level is that. You can measure it. You can measure the risk. Okay, next, planning and organizational skills. Okay, you need to plan accordingly, you need to organize. Okay, you need to have these skills. Okay, so that you will have the flow. Okay, you will have the flow, and you have to make sure the awareness on how to deal with the risk is reached from the top line to the bottom line of the business. Okay, and then you have the ability to understand broader business issues. Okay, when talk about the broader, you need to understand in the concepts of the global business, international business, import, exports. So all of that understanding you need to have. Okay, you need to emphasize on the currencies risk. Okay, exchange rate risk, interest rate risk. So you must aware all these risks. Okay. Next, you have to make sure you have the communication and presentation skills. Okay, you need to communicate. You need to present it in a clear way so that the important parties or the important bodies, they will understand clearly, and they can take a sufficient steps to overcome certain risks. Okay, so I think you rather learning on the risk management, you need to ensure you have to develop yourself with these types of skills. Okay, so that you can manage the risk well in later part. Okay, so this is the right time for you to start learn on the risk management, because risk management nowadays they open up a wide space, and it's like a hot candy for everyone. Okay, once you have this qualification, the demands are there for you in a various aspects, regardless of a specific one sector, even in agriculture, okay, in the financial sectors, in a multiple sectors, you have the opportunity. Even in the education institution, we do have our own risk. So we need the persons who have the broader understanding and in-depth understanding on the risk management. Okay, with these qualifications, okay, so how you going to get this knowledge? The only way is by learning. You need to educate yourself in a continuous process. Once you have the sufficient knowledge, you can perform very well during the interview. Okay, so you might, and the chances is very high for you to get a better position, better jobs in future. So you must start to work from now to secure your positions in coming years, 3-4 years time. Okay. Okay, class. Here, important of managing the risk. Okay, I'm going to explain what are the importance of managing the risk. Okay, why we need to manage the risk. Okay, so risk can be easily identified either before occurring or at the initial stage only. Okay, some categories of risk that can easily be identified are financial, reputational, operation, strategy, and safety. Okay, so why you need to manage the risk? Because you need to identify the risk. Okay, you need to identify the risk and must take the precautionary steps. Okay, besides that, you must reduce the scams and scandals. Okay, nowadays we have multiple scams. Okay, those scams, they try to break through the system. They try to extract the important informations of the businesses. Okay, they try to take all the privacy details. So we need to know on how to handle. So we have to make sure our cyber security is very powerful. Okay, so when it comes to the security, when it comes to the cyber security, it is also focusing on how to deal with the risk. Okay, on how to deal with the cyber crime. Okay, next, it ensures the safety of any important information that can be leaked. Okay, that's what I said just now. Okay, it can leak the information. Okay, we have to manage it accordingly. Okay, we have to make sure the informations, the patents, the copyrights are in a secure position for every company. Okay, so data security is the most important thing for an organization. Okay, risk management helps in protecting the data and prevents financial risk as well. Okay, so to be continued. Okay, why we need, it is important to manage the risk. Okay, strategic planning of risk management might bring in great opportunities. These opportunities always help in growth of any business. Yes, if you can manage well, it helps for the growth of your business. Okay, besides, risk management helps you to work towards the projects that need major attentions. Okay, so you know which types of the upcoming projects are important. You can present it, you can give idea to the BODs so that they can focus to the important one. Okay, it not only helps in solving troubles, but it also eliminates the hindrances coming in the way. So you can hedge the risk, you can minimize the hazards. Okay, and the last one is risk management helps in securing an organization's future and helps them in the long run. Okay, so as what I mentioned since the beginning, risk management is important to secure the organization's future in long run. Okay.
Our new launching program is Bachelor of Business Administration Honors Risk Management. This is a new program. This also provided on this intake. So this program is aimed at providing students with comprehensive understanding of risk management for financial and also non-financial corporation. So the core curriculum of the program is analytical knowledge, operation management, legal framework, and strategy planning. And the program balance between the needs of the providing students with solid theoretical knowledge, but also including the case study that parallel to current ever shifting the business environment. So this program, the duration is 3 years, which is full time. And also the intake of the program we are provided on January, May, and also October. And the medium of the instruction of the program is English. And this program is provided at our Kampa campus. So this program is provided by our Faculty of Business and Finance, which is FBF. The career prospect of the program is risk analytics, risk control consultants, risk management executive, manager, specialist, business risk manager, compliance analyst, and credit risk management. Here is the barcode for Utah, our Facebook page, Utah for You, and our YouTube channel, and you may look back to the previous webinar and get the latest information from our Facebook page also. Last but not least, today's webinar will be recorded at our official Facebook page, Utah for You, and uploaded to our YouTube channel. For further inquiry, you may contact us through WeChat, WhatsApp, and Facebook. Thank you for joining us today and have a nice day.